Good morning. My name is Leia Reed, and I am the art department chair at Village, which is a Christian school, private school in Sun Valley. I've been attending the garden since 2019. I was saved the first day that I came to the garden. All I remember thinking is, I want a relationship with Jesus, and I don't want to live this life on my own. I did not grow up in a Christian community. However, he nurtured my understanding of his character all throughout my upbringing. Coming here was the moment I felt God say to me, I have brought you here now. I have embraced and loved this community so much that I have served on several different teams, and I'm happy to share this testimony with you all. I'm actually one of the cameras for the live stream today as well. This year, in order to go deeper with God, I had to let go of control, overcome my shortcomings, and shift my paradigm. There are many ways that my desire to control is inherently woven into my life. As a teacher, I experienced the relentless chaos of herding flocks of teenagers around my classroom. I was on an unending quest to find the source of my headaches, and I thought it could be the teenagers. But learning to care for them is the true quest God has assigned to me. God called me to be a more loving person. I was prompted by God to join GYM, which is our garden youth ministry, middle and high school students, and willingly add more teenagers to my life. At first, this surprised me because I already considered myself a caring, gentle person who is direct and slow to express anger. However, through this, I had to re-examine the state of my heart. Trying to love this large number of students greatly humbled me. I realized I was loving within my own strength, and it increasingly drained me. Obeying God's call to join GYM had many tribulations. After being exhausted from teaching students all day, constantly being interrupted during my breaks, attending pointless meetings, answering emails, and calling parents, and then adding GYM on top of those responsibilities, I felt overwhelmed with information, let alone trying to be loving. Yet I knew God wanted my heart and mind to shift somehow. When I was tired, I learned that being present is an empowering act of love. I frequently needed to be patient to participate in activities just by showing up and being with the students. In our small groups, I needed to discern moments in conversations of when to be direct, confrontational, and challenging in a loving way. All aspects of relationships I struggle with. I got to practice this both in small group discussions and in interactions at school. Engaging this way taught me to listen closely to what students are saying. I took the skills I learned in GYM and applied it to all relationships I faced in life. I disciplined myself to engage with all people I came into proximity with, students from the garden, students at Village Christian, friends, family, strangers. As I continued practicing listening, I started to read scripture more thoughtfully. I realized that I would be involved in conversations where knowing the truth would be crucial to serving whoever I speak with. As a result, my focus shifted from being in control of my outcomes to allowing myself to engage with people. I became increasingly more generous with how much time I spend with others, rather than staying in my insecure, task-focused mindset. My relationship with God has grown deeper in experiencing greater peace over all these circumstances that used to cause me much heartache. I'm not groaning over my lesson plan derailing within 5 minutes because I trust God to show up and allow me to hear my students' needs. I do not fear necessary confrontation because I trust God to give me the right words to say as I surrender them to Him. I'm confident that I am enough when I simply show up. I get to see what God has in store for that moment and all the moments that come after. If you feel like you're struggling with the desire to control your life, perhaps God will invite 100 teenagers to derail you. I'm sure your own journey will have a unique leap of faith for you to take. I encourage you to show up and obey the inklings and promptings that you receive from God and continue showing up no matter what. I became a more loving person through being present, actively listening, and gaining a stronger understanding of God's truth. As a mentor and teacher, there is nothing more important to me than confronting the state of my heart. This is critical because there are many young people listening and learning from me. My actions, words, and attitudes pour out to them. With this purpose in mind, I'm grateful that God created these opportunities for me to grow deeper in his character of loving others in a Christ-like way. That's it.